Woodstock traffic, Woodstock, Foxtrot, Yankee X-ray uniforms rolling on 3-1, left turn out towards Weymouth.
So we have some fog down at the other end of the runway. We were contemplating whether or not we should take off in the opposite direction because of the fog, but as you can see, the climb out angle is just fine on these small planes. We're going to avoid that fog very easily. And I'll be doing the same thing. I'll take off and I'll do a left turn and do a downwind departure like I always do.
Ultralight, you probably better take off on 1-3.
Thank you very much for that. I certainly will. Woodstock traffic, Indy Whiskey Alpha, taxiing into position on 1-3 for departure, Woodstock. Here's the thing, if he could do it, I can do it, because I will climb at a much steeper angle than he can. My power to weight ratio is a little higher, but I am never one to not take advice from somebody who knows what he's talking about. And that guy knows what he's talking about. So I'm going down here, I'm playing it safe, and I'll take off away from the fog. Woodstock traffic, ultralight India Whiskey Alpha, departing 1-3, left turn out heading north, Woodstock.
And Woodstock traffic, Cessna Yankee X-ray uniforms clear the area now to the east, level is 3 belt.
Sunday morning, and it's a little foggy and a little chilly, and I spent the weekend, Friday night and Saturday, flying with a fantastic gentleman from New Hampshire, Al. So hi Al, because I know you watch, so here's your shout out. So I've got, as you can see from the thumbnail of the video and from the title, I was reported recently to Transport Canada, and they launched an investigation against me. And when I first found out about this, first of all, I was like, yay, I'm finally popular enough on YouTube that somebody reported me, because it happens to everybody. Trent Palmer was reported, Peter Sriful was reported, Tucker Gott gets reported all the time. These are like famous YouTube pilots. And, you know, I figured, yeah, I finally made it. I got reported too, but sadly that wasn't the case. It was not from any of my YouTube videos. Or any of my YouTube watchers, I guess, in the traditional sense that reported me. It was actually somebody local, but we'll get into that later. And I want to be clear, first of all, this video is not about me being mad about being reported. It's not about me trying to, like, get back at anybody or make anybody mad. I intend this to be an educational video for people who do get reported, how to navigate that whole procedure. And I figured I could do it on the ground in front of my computer with a script and all this stuff, but I figured, why do that when I can go flying instead, and you can watch cool flying maneuvers and stuff, because that's a bit more interesting to watch than just me sitting in front of my computer camera and like chatting about a script and stuff. So no script. I don't know exactly how the story is going to progress, but I think I'm just going to do it chronologically as best as I remember it. Transport Canada is Canada's version of the FAA. So if you're an American listener, the FAA is the Federal Aviation Administration. In Canada, it's Transport Canada, and they do marine, aviation, ground. They do all of the things. So it's Transport Canada, civil aviation. So I got a letter in the mail. And I'm just, like I said, I'm just going to kind of tell it to you from my point of view how I figured out what was going on and how things kind of progressed. So I'm just going to lead you through the same chain of events that I went through. So I got a letter in the mail, a registered mail letter, and it said, Dear Mr. McClatchy, we are letting
Traffic is scoped up from through taking off of 3-1.
Letting you know that you are being investigated for the reasons listed below. And the reasons listed below were failure to wear a helmet in a basic ultralight. The law states that in a basic ultralight in Canada, you must wear a helmet. And that's all I got from them. So I'm like, oh, crap. They're right, actually. I wasn't wearing a helmet in my basic ultralight, and that was dumb. So, first of all, it's my fault. I brought this on myself. I wasn't wearing a helmet. I knew the law. I didn't agree with the law and felt that, whatever, who's going to report me? Nobody cares. Everybody around here flies their basic ultralights without helmets, and we'll get into more of that a little bit later, too. And so, many people had told me that, hey, you're only going to get in trouble if you get reported, so who cares? I got reported. So, again, this is not me making an excuse for my illegal behavior. I have no excuse. I knew the law, I broke the law, and I was investigated because I broke the law, so my fault. I did bad, I got in trouble. So, that's why, if you go back, you can kind of tell exactly when I got reported or when I found out that I was reported, because all of a sudden, all of my videos, I got the brain bucket on. Some of my, and again, see, I gotta go back and forth sometimes. Some of my previous videos that you see, I'm not wearing a helmet, but I have a blue and white hat on. That hat's actually a bump cap, and it's got a protective shell underneath the baseball cap portion of the hat, and it's a helmet according to some definitions, I guess. And we'll get into that, what Transport Canada said about that in a few minutes. So anyway, I got this letter. I wasn't wearing my helmet. I'm like, crap, how did they, somebody reported me, why would they report me? And I had my suspicions as to who it was immediately, because I had a little bit of a run-in with this individual. I'm not going to say who it was, and I'm going to do my best to not let anybody figure out who it is either. Those of you who know. Those of you who don't know, don't need to know. It's not about that. So, I was like, crap, I better start wearing my helmet. So I started wearing my helmet and, carried on with my flying and whatnot. And I immediately got back to Transport Canada, and I said to them, okay, maybe there was some confusion, but I do wear a helmet. And I sent them a picture of my bump cap. That was silly of me to do, because I don't always wear my bump cap, so there were actually instances where I was flying without even that, and so I was sort of trying to allude to the fact that, well, maybe whoever reported me just didn't know that this hat was actually a helmet. That was dumb, I shouldn't have done that, but whatever, I did. So, they called me up, or I called them up, I don't remember who contacted who first, and they said, hey, would you be interested in a face-to-face meeting so we can kind of hash this out and get your side of the story? And I'm like, heck yes, let's do that. I would love to do that. And so they came to me. I didn't have to go to Moncton. Moncton's a good 3-hour drive from where I live, and that's the Atlantic Canada's base of operations for Transport Canada. And so they came to me to Woodstock, and there were two gentlemen, two enforcement officers, and very nice gentlemen, very, very nice. And they met up with me, and we met in a boardroom in one of the local motels, and we had a meeting. And I'm not going to get into the specifics of everything going on there. They recorded the meeting, and I don't know what I'm allowed to say, what I'm not allowed to say, so I'm not going to say a whole lot. But suffice it to say, they went ahead and said, so you have a YouTube channel? And I'm like, oh crap, yes I do. And they're like, yeah, we've been watching your YouTube channel, and we noticed that you're not wearing your helmet in some of your videos, and you sent us a picture of this hat that you say is a helmet, and I would just like you to point to your helmet that you're wearing in this video. And they showed a screenshot of one of my videos where I'm just wearing a toque, like a winter hat, and no helmet to be seen. And high def cams, it was pretty obvious that it wasn't a helmet. And they're like, so where's your helmet in this video? And I said, back at the hangar. Oops. They're like, yeah. They said, well, here's the thing, is what they said. They said, we're not like bad guys. We're not out to get you. We're here to improve aviation safety, and said, as soon as we sent you the letter, we've been watching your YouTube channel, and immediately we saw that you started wearing your helmet. And we're very happy to see you do this. Yes, you know, you got caught with your hand in the cookie jar, but you fixed it yourself, and you're not having an attitude here. You're just saying, yes, I was wrong, I'm fixing it, I'm going to voluntarily comply. And they said, that's what we want to see. So they were very happy with the fact that I took action on my own to correct my improper behavior. So we got to the hat part, the helmet hat, and I said, so, you know, in some of my videos, I'm wearing this helmet hat. And they said, well, we don't really think it's a helmet. We think it's a protective cap, not a helmet. But then they said, Transport Canada couldn't really take any action against this because the definition that Transport Canada lays out for a helmet is something that protects your head. And that hat certainly protects my head. They said, yeah, but if you crash, there's no chin strap, it could fall off. I'm like, yeah, I know, but I don't really think a helmet's going to help me a whole lot in a crash anyway. They said, fair enough, but however, we would really like to see you wear an actual helmet with a chin strap. And they said that they were very clear that this is not law, this was their recommendation, this was their opinion, and this was their personal advice. And so I mean, again, just like I said earlier, listening to Doc take off an assessment, he said I should go the other way. I'm listening to these guys. These guys are the authority. These guys' opinion, they know more than I do. I'm just a guy that flies an ultralight. So I'm like, yep, I'm with you, buddy. I'm going to totally do that from now on, and I'm going to make sure that my students do as well. Because that's the way the law is written. The law says no person shall operate a basic ultralight unless all persons on board are wearing helmets. So if I'm the pilot in command and my student says I don't want to wear my helmet, I can't legally take off with them because I'm the pilot in command and they're responsible. I'm responsible for them wearing a helmet. So, I paraphrased that law, by the way. It's not exactly word for word that, but that's what the intent of it is, and that's how it is phrased. Maybe I'll put it up on the screen what it actually says, but it's very similar to that. So anyway, they said, can you walk us through the decision-making process that you had when you decided not to wear your helmet? Because like I said, these guys are interested in making aviation safer, and they want to know why I did what I did, because maybe that will help them make aviation safer. So they wanted to know my thought process behind it, and so I told them this. When I first started flying, and when I first started learning how to fly, I had a book, and I was learning in Air Cadets, and they gave us all a book called From the Ground Up. And if you're in Canada and you're a pilot, you'll know this book. And one of the version that I have, I'm not sure what the current version has, but the version that I have that I got back in the mid-90s had a picture, had one page out of the 500 pages that this book has, or however many it has, had one page on ultralights in Canada. There was a picture of this ultralight flying low over a river on floats, and that just appealed to me. Like that picture spoke to me, and I'm going to show you a picture of it. And as you can see, that ultralight is a Beaver. It's the exact same airplane that I'm currently flying now. That picture was such an inspiration for me to get into ultralights. You don't even know how much I stared at that picture and dreamt that was me flying that plane. And here I am flying it now, and it is like, I can tell you, it's as much fun as I thought it would be in the picture. It's just absolutely amazing. But, getting away from the story. So whenever I told people back then that that's what I wanted to fly ultralights, they laughed at me, especially other pilots. They're like, dude, you're gonna die. Ultralights are dangerous, they're scary, and they're not safe. I guess dangerous and not safe is the same thing, but whatever. And so I was like the first time it happened, I'm like, okay, whatever, this guy has an opinion that's different than mine. Cool. Well, the more people I told, the more I got that same response, that ultralights are scary and I'm gonna die if I fly in an ultralight, and that, you know, they're dumb, and the only people I could find that thought they were cool were like other non-pilots. Any other pilot was like, no, ultralights are bad, don't fly in them. And so I was, understandably a little crushed, right? Who likes to get made fun of by your peers, first of all, and two, who likes their dreams being crushed? Not me, not this guy. So, fast forward a few years, and I begin my private pilot's training. So back cadets, there was a competition to go do glider training. It was me and one other guy. They could only take one because our squadron was so small, and the other guy got it, not me. So I didn't get to start learning to fly back in cadets.
All right, future Matthew here. It's not my intention in this video to call out my accusers. That's not the point of this. I'm not upset with them at all, but I did accidentally give too much information about who this individual is while I was flying, so I have to kind of cut in here, cut that part of the story out, and tell you just simply the fact that I met somebody who was as into ultralights as I am and wasn't making fun of me about it. And so this person sort of became my mentor when it comes to ultralight. So let's go back to the story, and I'll let past Matthew tell some more story, and then future Matthew is going to come back in a little bit and cut in again because, again, I gave too many informations. Gave too many. You know what I mean.
So this gentleman, I've come to find out, has thousands and thousands of hours. He's a commercial pilot, amazing pilot, just absolutely incredible. And this was a real pilot who flew actual commercial, like flew for a living, saying that ultralights were cool and ultralights were not dangerous. Like this guy was like, flipped the switch in my brain saying, okay, maybe ultralights aren't so bad after all, because I've got a dude here who's a pilot. He's the first person, the first actual pilot that I spoke to that didn't say to me, you're going to die if you fly ultralights. So I was like, this guy was, like, I looked up to this guy. I was enthralled with him. He was the dude. So, fast forward many years, I continued on with my flight training. I went to London, Ontario. I went to flight college. I didn't actually go to the flight college portion of it, but I went to a flight college and privately trained. I did all kinds of commercial flight training. I was building my hours to become a commercial pilot. I took my IFR training. I had all of my training done. I had my flight test and my written test booked to go take my written and flight test for both my IFR and my commercial. And after that, I was going to move on into some sort of aviation-related career. I wasn't entirely sure yet what that was going to be. Probably was going to be a flight instructor to start with to build hours, or go up north and fly float planes, like do bush flying or something like that. That was not to be. You see, I had those tests scheduled for the week after 9/11 happened. So 9/11 happened between me scheduling my test and the day that the test was supposed to be. And when 9/11 happened, as you guys probably all remember, the aviation industry tanked. It just completely fell apart. They were laying off pilots. They weren't hiring pilots. I mean, looking back, I should have known that that was going to reverse and that they were going to be needing pilots again in the future when this all blew over. But I wasn't thinking about that then. I was thinking about I need a job. So I got into building airplanes. I worked for Diamond Aircraft, and I built the DA-20 and the DA-40. So I worked on building airplanes, which was really cool. It was a good life experience. I really enjoyed it. So I kind of got out of flying. And, you know, life happened decades later, I guess 10 years, maybe even more later. I all of a sudden found myself in a position where I could afford to purchase an airplane and an ultralight, get back into flying. And Owen, who now currently owns the yellow Chinook, he and I went together and we bought the yellow Chinook, and we began his flight training from the beginning, and I began re-flight training to get my ultralight license and to reactivate my private pilot's license and all that fun stuff.
All right, so future Matthew again. Again, I gave too many details in the video, so here I am giving you fewer details. But don't worry, it doesn't take away from the story. So the individual observed me doing a very thorough walk around on the Chinook, which is an advanced ultralight, by the way. And I should interject here and also give you a bit of extra information. In Canada, advanced ultralights don't require helmets. So if you'll see videos of me flying in the Chinook, no helmet on, no problem. The Beaver basic ultralight requires a helmet. Now, not all Beavers are basic and not all Chinooks are advanced. It depends on your paperwork and it depends on when the plane was built and by whom and whatnot and all kinds of stuff. So, besides the point, just wanted to let you know there is a difference, and that's why some of the videos I have a helmet and some of them I don't, depending on which plane I'm in. But the individual, my mentor, observed me doing a very thorough walk around on the Chinook, and he made fun of me for doing that. He said it's not a 747, just get in the damn plane and fly it. And those are pretty much his exact words. Believe me, they're seared into my memory. So that kind of hurt a bit and it kind of shook me. And I mean, my mentor making fun of me for doing something safety related. So I guess I just can't stress enough how important it is to make sure that you do what you think is right, regardless of who's watching and of who's making fun of you. And don't let your judgment and your actions be based on the opinions of others. Let's go back.
Back to the story. I'm being made fun of for safety-related things. I buy a basic ultralight. Do you want to bet your butt that I did not wear a helmet in my basic ultralight? Because this individual also owned a basic ultralight and did not wear a helmet. And so I did not want to be made fun of wearing my helmet in a basic ultralight with him around. So I didn't. Now, when I had the plane up in Edmonton, earlier videos that you may have remember seeing, you do remember seeing the brain bucket. It was on initially. Then I switched to that baseball cap thing, and then nothing bad happened, so I just took that off and just wore a toque or a headset, and that was bad, that was wrong. I shouldn't have done that. So that's where Transport Canada, that's the story I told the Transport Canada. I said the reason why I didn't wear my helmet is because I didn't want to be made fun of by the person who was my mentor, and they both said we understand completely. That story resonates with us because the exact same thing happened to us, not with helmets and basic ultralights, but other aspects of aviation and with their mentors making fun of them for safety-related things. And the conclusion of the meeting with them was, we have three choices here. One is we can, and they said this isn't their decision, they have to forward it on to their boss. They said the three things that can happen here is basically this meeting where you show that you've corrected yourself and we drop the case, we close the case, no further action comes against you because you have taken care of the issue yourself. The second thing that can happen is you can get a fine. The fine is $750 for not wearing your helmet in a basic ultralight, or we can suspend your license, and I think they suspend my license for 10 days or 15 days or something like that. They said those are the three options. We're presenting our boss with option number one, where you have demonstrated to us that you have corrected your action yourself, you have a positive attitude towards flying, and everything else that we see in your YouTube videos we're liking. Now, they then said to me, I was not reported for not wearing my helmet. I was reported for unsafe low-level flying. The person who reported me sent my URL, my YouTube channel, to Transport Canada and said there's evidence of unsafe low-level flying and illegal low-level flying on this YouTube channel, and I would like you to investigate. And so Transport Canada investigated. These two enforcement officers got paid, and in doing so, I got paid because I'm a monetized YouTube channel. So everybody got paid for them to sit down and watch over 300 of my flying videos on my YouTube channel. And they said in every video that they watched, they found one instance where they thought I possibly could have flown within 500 feet of somebody, which is illegal, which is breaking the law. And so they brought that video up on their laptop and showed it to me and said, can you please explain to me why you were flying within 500 feet of this car who's driving by on this road while you're flying over the river. Now, this was wintertime, the river was frozen, and I was on skis, and I said, well, this is an edited video, and what you don't see, and I brought my laptop, and I was able to show them that not 30 seconds later in the video, the part that I had cut in the part that went on YouTube, I landed on the river. And that is one of the loopholes, or it's not a loophole, it's one of the reasons why you're allowed to fly within 500 feet of people. One of those acceptable times is for the purposes of taking off and landing. And I had landed, and I just didn't show that part in the video. And they're like, oh, well, that makes sense. Then you're allowed to fly within 500 feet of people when you're taking off and landing. And so that was 1 out of 300. They watched every video. They said, now they did say to me, it was their personal advice, that I don't do the cranking and banking so low to the ground, because all I need to do is drag a wingtip and I'm going to cartwheel the plane into the ground. I said, you know, I know my plane, but I also said mistakes happen, and it's better to be a couple of mistakes high. And so as you can see, probably in my more recent videos, turns like this, I'm now a good 50 feet off the ground instead of 10 feet off the ground. And it's just as much fun, and it's a heck of a lot safer. And so that's why I do what I do now. There goes some deer. Because it's safer, and because they recommended to me that that was the best course of action, and they were absolutely correct. So, yeah, it's funny that I didn't get reported for not wearing my helmet. I got reported for low-level flying. They watched my video, saw no evidence of low-level flying, but then I shot myself in the foot by not wearing my helmet. So had I just worn my helmet the whole time and not let this individual goad me into not wearing my helmet by me being scared of him making fun of me, I wouldn't have gotten in any trouble whatsoever. I wouldn't have even known that there was a case against me, because Transport Canada wouldn't have even gotten a hold of me. They just would have watched my video, saw no evidence of low-level flying, well, except for maybe that one. So maybe I would have had that one video to explain, and then that would have been that. That would have been done, over with. So yeah. Anyway, fast forward a couple of weeks, I get another registered letter in the mail, and it's the decision that, yes, they are going to go ahead with option 1. No punitive action. They were very happy with the meeting. The boss that they had to talk to was very satisfied that I was correcting myself, and I did not need to have a monetary fine imposed or a license suspension to teach me the lesson. I had already learned the lesson. I learned it myself, just simply through the act of being reported and going, yes, you know what, it's smarter to wear a helmet. So there I am, wearing my helmet now, and that's how why I was reported to Transport Canada. Here I was hoping it was because I was a famous YouTuber, but no, it was just somebody who didn't like the way I was flying low level. They thought it was unsafe, and they reported it. So here I am, flying along still with the helmet on and a safer pilot for it. So here's my recommendation for you if you get reported to Transport Canada or the FAA for anything. Even if you have broken the law and they got you, because everybody puts flying videos on YouTube now, they got you, crap. Be polite, be reasonable, learn from your mistakes, and chances are they're going to go easy on you, because the FAA has the same mandate. They are more interested in producing safe pilots than they are in imposing fines and license suspensions. They would much rather you learn your own mistakes, learn from your own mistakes, and just carry on like that. So that's what happened. So I hope you enjoyed that talk. I know it was long. Something like half an hour long almost. But you got to watch the flying video at the same time. So I'm going to go down here and do some low flying through this field. I haven't done that on this one yet, so that would be fun. I might even land. Landings are a skill that somebody who flies a two-stroke engine should practice regularly, because you never know when it's going to quit, and you got to know how to get down onto the ground if it does. Sometimes you have to learn how to do it quickly. All right, picture time. right, let's go flying again. You probably noticed, and so I figured I might as well explain. Yeah, I walked into the propeller. Oops. It wasn't running, obviously, or I'd be a lot uglier than I am now. See, I used to run the two-blade prop, and so I think subconsciously in my mind, out of the corner of my eye, if I saw two blades, I knew I was safe to walk towards the propeller because I could see them both. Well, yesterday, I walked towards the propeller, I saw two blades, I didn't see the one sticking right straight out at my face. Whap! Oh, that was dumb. What are you gonna do? At least it wasn't running.
Wheatman traffic. Alpha Delta Victor, 4 miles to the west. Inbound for landing. I'm going to pass overhead at 2400.
I think that's the end of the video. It's been long and drawn out enough, I think, as it is, so I'll probably just kind of cut to where I land back at the airport, because I like to always show my landings, because that's what I like to watch on YouTube, is airplanes taking off and land, so I like to show you guys what I like to see. So I'll go back and land. I'm not going back right now. I'm going to go fly in some more. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed watching. If I forget to leave an outro after the landing, just assume that I said goodbye. So goodbye for now. And I hope the videos aren't this far spaced apart in the future, but it's just been busy with flying. Like instructing flying, which isn't always necessarily good video flying. So whatever. I'll try to do... Hey, snow is coming soon! Snow! Oh, I can't wait. Put the skis on. We're going to have so much fun this year. Oh, it's going to be awesome. Anyway, for now, see you later, and enjoy Vegas.
Wheatman traffic. Alpha Delta Victor, 2 miles west. 2400.
Woodstock traffic, India Whiskey Alpha, turn in final for 3-1, full stop, Woodstock. Woodstock traffic, India Whiskey Alpha, clear the runway, Woodstock.